Hello everyone. In this small steps explainer series, we are going to talk about the schedules of Indian Constitution. Here we will see what are the different schedules of Indian Constitution and we will analyze what is included there in that schedule. First of all, how many schedules are there in Indian Constitution and what they are related to? There are 12 schedules in Indian Constitution and each of them deals with a separate topic. The first schedule of Indian Constitution deals with the details of a state and territories of India. It talks about their name, their jurisdiction and other things. The second schedule, it talks about the allowances, privileges and emoluments of constitutional posts. Be very clear here. It is talking about constitutional posts. Like it talks about the privileges, the emoluments of president, governor of a state, speaker of Lok Sabha or speaker of legislative assembly, chairman of Rajya Sabha or chairman of deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. At the same time, we have also speakers in legislative assembly and legislative council in states. So for all of them, the details of allowances, privileges and emoluments, it is provided under the second schedule. It doesn't talk about the privileges of MPs or Prime Minister or Chief Minister. It is talking about these constitutional posts. It also talks about the judges of Supreme Court or High Court and at the same time CAG. That is your Comptroller and Auditor General of India. It doesn't talk about Election Commission or UPSC or any other body. Their services, their allowances, their emoluments are decided by the government, by the president. Now, the third schedule, it talks about the oath of constitutional posts like Prime Minister, ministers, etc. But see, it doesn't talk about the president. For president, the oath is mentioned in the constitution itself. The fourth schedule, it talks about the allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha. The proportion of seats, how they would be allocated, it talks about that manner. The fifth schedule of Indian Constitution talks about administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes in India. But the sixth schedule is also there and it also talks about administration of tribal area. So how it is different? See, now the fifth schedule talks about the administration and control of scheduled area and scheduled tribes over the entire area of India, except 4 states. Those states are Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. For these 4 states, we have a sixth schedule which talks about the administration of tribal area in these states. The seventh schedule, it talks about the distribution of subjects between union and state. Here you will find union list, state list, concurrent list, how the subjects, how the different legislative subjects are divided between union and state. It is being talked about in 7th schedule. Then we have the another schedule of constitution, 8th schedule. Now the 8th schedule talks about the official language and it mentions 22 official languages of India. The 9th schedule, it deals with some specific laws with special protections. Those laws which are placed under this 9th schedule, they are said to be exempted from judicial review. But at the same time, after this review of after this Keshwanand Bharti case of 1973, it became obvious that now these laws would also come under the judicial review. So those laws which have been placed under this 9th schedule before 1973, they are exempt from judicial review. And in this particular schedule, you have laws related to land reforms and other things. But the laws which are placed under this 9th schedule after 1973, they are open to judicial review. Since judiciary has defined a basic structure and if anything is violating that, then it would be under the purview of judicial review. The 10th schedule of Indian Constitution, it talks about anti-defection law. We have an anti-defection law. We have that amendment to stop the defection of elected representatives from one party to another party. We have got this anti-defection law, and the 10th schedule talks in detail about that schedule. Then the 11th schedule and 12th schedule, it is related to local government in India, the Panchayati Raj structure and municipalities. The 11th schedule, it talks about the power, authority and responsibilities of panchayats, whereas the 12th schedule of India talks about the power, authority and responsibilities of municipalities. So these are the 12 important schedules of Indian Constitution. In the next video, we will talk about some of the more provisions related to polity. Thank you.